What up, family? This is your man Jeff. Welcome back to my channel, Food Delivery Guru. All right, so before I get into the topic, I wanted to clear up maybe a misunderstanding. I made a video the other day regarding the changes to access to early scheduling, okay? And I kind of interchanged, maybe mixed up the top dasher acceptance rate with the new acceptance rate for access to early scheduling, okay? So first off, nothing has changed with the top dasher program. The acceptance rate is still 70%. The customer rating 4.7. You have to have at least 100 deliveries in that month, as well as have a 95% completion rating, okay? So nothing has changed. You have to have those ratings at 11:59 at the very last day of the month in order to qualify. If you qualify, you'll get an email the next day stating that you qualified and welcoming you to the Top Dasher program, as well as when you go and log into your app for that day on the 1st or the 2nd, whenever you decide to log in, it will bring up and will say you are a Top Dasher, and it will tell you all of your stats and all that. So now, with that being said, let's go ahead and let's get into this topic, okay? What more changes can DoorDash bring to us, okay? So I'm going to predict, okay, the way things are going with the changes of the law in California, with the lawsuits that DoorDash has going on currently. They are making a push to change the way we take orders, okay? They're currently testing a new pay model in Seattle. This is in response to the AB5 bill in California, okay? If you guys did not check out Bentley Coop's video regarding this and his feedback and his opinion on it, you might want to take a look at it. I did leave a link in the previous video talking about the new acceptance rate on the early access to scheduling to his video. But I want you guys to be aware that DoorDash is going to obviously continue to make changes that do not benefit us drivers, okay? Now, with that being said, I want to talk about the Top Dasher program and the things that DoorDash may do to change it and why they are going to change it, okay? So, for all of you people that are going crazy because of this new acceptance rating, okay, there's no sense of complaining. It's their company. They're going to do what they want to do. We always have known that they are going to do what they want to do if they can get away with it. As drivers, we have always been very vivid about figuring out a way that we can work around the system. That's just what we do, and we have to continue to do that, okay? Hence why we make these videos. Sometimes these videos are very, very helpful, but sometimes they come back to bite us in the butt, because sometimes the information that we tend to give you guys, DoorDash has no clue. They watch our video, and then the next thing they do, they got their programmers trying to figure out a new way to fix shit, okay? So it's kind of a catch-22, but the information that I'm going to give you today, I already know that DoorDash knows this. Someone reached out to me, gave me these statistics, and more than likely, here in the future, the Top Dasher program is going to get changed. And here's why. All right, so for all of you that's saying, man, we got to get to 60% just to get, you know, access to scheduling, I've been telling you guys, I've always shot for the Top Dasher program. Here's the reason why. The Top Dasher program allows us as Top Dashers that chose to do it the ability to truly be independent and dash when we want, okay? I don't have to worry about making a schedule if I don't want. I can go across country, dash when it ain't busy, dash when it is busy, doesn't matter. I don't have to worry about making a schedule ever, period, because I'm a part of the Top Dasher program. Now, a lot of Top Dashers won't tell you this. I'm going to tell you, I usually sit in the, low 50s to, I'm going to say high 50s, a little lower 60s sometimes. But when it gets to the end of the month, you better believe I'm taking low ball offers. Now, being out here in Arizona, I don't get as many low ball offers that aren't worth really taking. So if I get I don't take any $4 orders unless they're add-on orders, and I'm already going that way. I don't ever take $3 orders, and I don't ever take $2 orders. Now I'll take some $4.50 orders if they are add-ons. I don't ever take any of those orders if they're not add-ons. Now, I will take some $5 orders, okay? And I'm going to explain why I take some $5 orders. But those $5 orders got to be close. They might be some McDonald's orders. They got to be at least 3 miles or less. And I got to be able to complete those orders in a matter of 15 minutes or less. If I can't do it, or I think that I can't do it in that amount of time, and that is my criteria, yours are going to be different, I don't take those $5 orders either. Okay, every order has to make sense to you as an independent contractor. Okay, we all should know this. A lot of the new drivers, they don't know that. That's why we got to educate them. Okay, a lot of drivers are not going to look at YouTube videos, and they're not going to understand that, they got to take in consideration the depreciation of their car, the mileage that they're putting on it, their gas, their time, all of that. Okay. A lot of us drivers, we all say that you should be taking orders that, are going to pay you at least $1 a mile. But just don't stick on that $1 a mile. If DoorDash sends you a $2 order and it's 2 miles, are you going to take it? No, you're not. Okay, that's a waste of your time. You just spent 15 minutes on $2 and you spend gas. It's not worth it. Okay, so that's what we got to educate all of these new drivers on. That is number one. But here's the thing. Back to the $5 orders. If I do 4 $5 orders, that's $20. Okay, I like to average around $20 an hour because I know that I'm going to have to take out my gas and, all of that. Which, once I do that, I'm really getting back down to, 15, 16 bucks an hour. So, yes, we would love to make more, but a lot of times that's not going to happen. We will have days where we will make $30 an hour, but that is far few in between now because there's way too many drivers out there for us to do that. So we have to be conscious on the orders that we take. Now, as far as the Top Dasher program, so now that they've changed the early access to scheduling to 60%, guys, all right, a lot of you are thinking, if I can get to 60, I might as well just go ahead and shoot for 70 and not even have to worry about that scheduling. Because I know that's what, as a human being, that's what people are thinking. They're going to think, okay, how do we get around this? DoorDash already knows this. DoorDash already knows that a lot of us Top Dashers, we like to wait to the end of the month and we will take all the little crappy orders just to get our stats up there. And once we get to that 70%, we coasting for the whole rest of the month. DoorDash is going to put an end to that. So for all of you that say, I want to get on that Top Dasher program and I'm going to take a few crappy orders just to get my stats up there so I can jump on it now, but it ain't going to last. I'm just warning you. I'm just letting you know that it is in the works. How they are going to change the Top Dasher program, that is something that I do not have privy to. But here, let's look at the options of some of the things that they can do to the Top Dasher program to try to hinder everybody from trying to get on that Top Dasher program, okay? One, they can raise the acceptance rate, okay, to make it harder. Say they make it to 75. Say they make it 80, okay? Number two, they can raise the amount of deliveries that you do in a month. Okay, that's another factor. Maybe they go from 100 to 300. Okay, now if they go do something like that, I mean, automatically that leaves a lot of you part-time drivers out of the mix. Okay, which that's not really what they want to do. So I don't think they would go that route. Completion rating, customer rating, if they raise it, who knows? But those are some of the things that they can do. Here's another thing that they can do. They can do or maintain a specific acceptance rate to make you qualify for that program. Here's what I mean by maintain. Meaning, let's say they say 70%, you have to maintain a 70%. Let's say you're driving on a Friday and, you're a top dasher, and then you decide during the day to decline a couple of orders and you drop to 69%. You go ahead and you end your dash and you're at 69%. You don't qualify to dash now. Now, you are in the same boat as everybody else. You got to wait for it to turn red so you can jump in and maybe catch a couple of orders so that you can get back to that 70% or higher. But they can choose to do a maintain on the acceptance for you to qualify as a top dasher. That will be very, very hard to do. Okay? So, the other thing that they can do is just get rid of top dasher altogether. So, I don't see them getting rid of Top Dash program, but I do see them doing some tweaks to it because a lot of people are going to try to jump on this Top Dasher program, okay? For all those that said, oh, it ain't worth it, and did it this, and I don't see the orders, and I don't see that. See, each region, to each market, every party is going to be different. Just like I told you guys the other day, I sat in the parking lot across the street from a particular restaurant for an hour and a half. I did not get an order at all from DoorDash as a top dasher. So I took a Postmates order, went into the restaurant, and there's 2 dashers, brand new dashers with brand new bags in there waiting on orders. Now, I can't say what they took that order at, but it should be irrelevant. If I'm literally across the street, you can't tell me that as a top dasher, I shouldn't be getting that offer. And I didn't. So, hence, we'll take this a step further. So you guys know, DoorDash, they may not say it. Grubhub might not say it. But I'm going to tell you, they have the ability to manipulate you on your app for whatever they want to do. If they don't want to send you orders, they don't have to send you orders. And you won't know it. Okay? I am banned from Walmart. I have not gotten a Walmart order for 7 or 8 months at all. I contacted DoorDash. I asked them why I'm not getting orders. They claim they don't know why I'm getting orders. But for some reason, I'm banned. But I don't know why. Not that I care. But here's the deal. They have a way to turn you off, turn you on, manipulate you in your app however they choose. Okay? And really, it's up to you to prove it. Okay? So when you're not getting orders, maybe you decline 4, 5, 6 orders and they decide that maybe that's in their algorithm. If you decline too many orders, they're going to put you on timeout. Grubhub is doing it right now. These are the things that we have to know, that this is what they're doing. If you see constantly that if you decline 4 and 5 orders and then you don't get an order for an hour or 2 hours, then you know that, hey, one of these orders I'm going to have to take if I'm going to keep staying in that rhythm. That's the way we work around the system. You gotta keep these things in mind. If you start seeing the same things over and over, then you gotta be aware of it so that you as a driver can continue to make money. Hence, what all of us YouTubers say. Do not just rely on one app. You got to have more than one app, guys. You gotta be able to multi-app. If you only have one app, and hence a lot of people will say that this gig economy and all these different apps, these are side hustles. Okay, I will agree to disagree in the sense that if you have one app that you're only working, yes, that is a side hustle. It's my opinion. That's how I think. But if you have more than one app that you can constantly work, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever is in your area or region or state, and you got those abilities and you want to take that full time because you know your area, you know your region, and you got those many apps going, it's not a side hustle anymore. That is a business, or however you want to look at it, and you have to treat it as such. You got to make sure you're paying your taxes quarterly. You got to make sure that you're only taking stuff that's going to be profitable for you for 90+% of the time. Okay, so what does all this mean? Basically, for those that are out there that are kind of bummed out that they changed this whole new acceptance rate, and they added this 60% to, just do what you got to do to make it happen. Complaining about it ain't gonna do anything. Okay, I've done videos. The last 2 videos ago, I did the whole experiment to where I was asking customers and surveying hundreds of freaking customers to find out what they really thought about how we got paid. And what did I find out? I found out that a lot of these customers think we get the delivery fee, hence why they don't tip the way they need to tip. But if we educate them, slowly but surely, things will change. That's how we get around. We got to educate. The same with the new drivers. When you see a new driver out there, ask them those questions. Hey, I see your new driver. You don't really got to be in the specifics about what they're getting paid, but just kind of let them know. If you're taking $2 and $3 offers, let them know, hey, you need to go home and do your math, and you need to figure out at the end of the day, with you taking all these little small orders, you got to do the calculations to see if it's worth it. And that's all you really got to do. You don't have to be negative or mean or, put them down in any shape, form, or fashion. It's just a form of education. Hey, I've been doing this a long time. I just want to let you know that if you're taking these lowball offers that are not really paying you, you can't rely on the customer to tip you at the door cash. You can't rely on them to tip you when DoorDash says the tip may be higher. That's all a scam. Okay, you can't fall for the scam. We gotta educate not only the customers, but we gotta educate these new drivers. Because if we don't, DoorDash is just going to continue to push and push and push. Now, does it benefit their company to do that? In the long run, it's not going to benefit them. They're going to continue to think they're winning an actual losing battle. We are the ones that are out here driving for them. Okay. Now, as much as I would hate to say it, in this day and age, people don't know how to stick together. People don't know how to boycott. They don't know how to do these things to, put these companies where they need, put them in their place per se. Okay. Even if it was one city, imagine if all of the Dashers said, we're not going to drive in this one city. I'm just saying. So there's got to be a way that we can do this professionally. As of now, the majority of us drivers, when we figure stuff out, we just tend to keep it to ourselves. A lot of us YouTubers tend to not want to put stuff out on the YouTube, like I said, because we don't want DoorDash knowing that we know how to get around the system. But, when you figure out certain things, you got to make it work for you. If this is what you want to do, whether it's your side hustle or whether it's your full-time, you want to call it a job or your full-time business. However, you got to figure out a way, and you got to look at how things are acting in your apps, and the things that you're doing. Okay. So with that being said, I wish I could have went live with this, because I would rather you guys be able to ask me questions, because then I could just, do that route. But, I don't want to talk to I'm going to say maybe 10 to 15. I'll give it a try when I get to 500. When I get to 500 subscribers, I will do a live. Okay. But in the meantime, I just don't feel I have enough subscribers. I know I can probably get good 10 to 15 of y'all that have been looking at my channel, have always commented. I thank you guys for that. But let's get to 500. We get to 500, and by that time, we'll see where DoorDash is. We'll see, with all these pending lawsuits that they got going on, because they're about to get hit in the pocket huge right now. If you guys haven't seen the articles, you can Google it for yourself. But there's a lot of changes, and stuff is going to continue to change. But just because things are changing don't mean that we have to get shit on. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, with that being said, guys, I'm out here working. I just got a freaking bomb offer, y'all. I was at, a chicken wing place. I got a DoorDash order, which was $9. It was going like 6 miles. I was like, okay, cool. And then as I am waiting for the order, Grubhub sends me a pay order for the same restaurant. Same restaurant, $19. So I ordered the food, and guess where it was going? Literally 3 minutes from the DoorDash customer. So I waited. It was so lovely. $28 and a half an hour. Bam! anyway, like I said, we got to know how to work the system. You got to have multiple apps to make this work. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about what DoorDash may do to this Top Dasher program. Tell me in the comments how you plan to respond, or what you plan on doing with, you know, this new change to the early access of scheduling. I'm curious how you guys think. You know me, I try to answer all the questions that you guys put in there. There's no reason for me not to. I don't have that many subscribers to not answer everybody's question. If I don't answer your question for a while, I got, you know, 3 YouTube profiles. So I go back and forth between watching videos, you know, my channel, and then my gaming channel that I have. So anyway, as I always say, drive safe out there, make that money, and peace out.